So after our featured blocks, let's create the top categories. So under that, so for that, let's also create a new file in our home. So in our home page, we have the top categories. So inside the home page folder, let's get a new file with the name of top categories. So top categories.js. Here inside that RFCE to create a functional component, and let's say that for now let's save it and let's go back to our home page. So inside the pages we have the index.js, so that's the home page, and we can see our featured blocks. So beneath our featured blocks we can use our top categories component, and we need to import it, and we should see the top categories title. Awesome. So in our top categories, first of all, let's add the style here. So instead of div, we will use top categories styles, and we need to import that. So we need to import that from our styles folder. So once we have these top categories styles, now inside of this style, now we can add our section title first of all. So section title, and here let's import it, and here let's say that top categories, and if I save, I should see the top categories section title. Awesome. So after that, a paragraph text. So paragraph text, and let's import it, and let's add some logarithm here, and fine, let's actually remove some of the text. I think that's good. So now we need to add a class here in this paragraph text. So add this class name, and let's say that the name of that will be the info, and looking good. So after that, we need to query our top categories. So let's do a query here. So we will use a static query, so let's use it. So we will use the hooks for it. So constant data will be, so use a static query. So that's the hook from the Gatsby, and inside that we need to add the GraphQL, which will be also from the Gatsby, as you can see. So inside that backticks, we need to pass our query. So let's write the query. So I will directly write the query, but you can use the graphical playground to create the query. So here inside the query, I will say all sanity featured blocks, sorry, all sanity featured, and inside that we need to filter. So this will be the similar to our featured blocks, featured blocks. And if I come here in our featured blocks, we already did this query, as you can see that. So we need to go to our featured, and we need to filter the featured items, and inside that we will have the nodes and the blocks, but in this case we will get the categories instead of blocks, and after that all the fields that we need to use. So let's do it here. So we just can say that filter, and we need to go to ID. So for the ID, we need to say that it will be equal to our featured items, and that's it. So if I save that, now it is not complete yet. So after that, we need to say inside that we will have the nodes, and inside that we now need the categories, and ID, and title. Also we need the slug, and inside the slug we need the current, and finally we need the raw description. So description like that. So now I think it will be fun. So now I think it will be fine. So let's console log it, and let's see what it is giving us. So console.log and the data, and if I save that and come here in our console, if I come here, I can see an object here. Inside the object I can see all sanity features, nodes, and inside the nodes I can see all my categories. So basically there are 3 featured categories, as you can see. So what I want to do is let's destructure all those. So let's say that constant categories equals to we need to destructure those from the data dot all sanity featured, and inside that we have the nodes, and we need to grab the first one, and from that we need to get the category. So that's it. So these will be nodes instead of node, so there will be S. So now let's see one more time, console log categories, and if I save, now I should see only the array, as you can see. So now what I can do is we can directly use those in our component. So now let's create a component with the name of category grid. So category grid. So this is the component that we need to create. So now let's go to our components folder. Inside the components, let's create another folder with the name of category. And inside that, so inside this category folder, let's get a new file with the name of category grid.js. And here RFCE to create a function component. And so now let's save it. And now if I import that, I should see the category grid text, as you can see. So now in our category grid, what I want to do is I want to loop through each of our categories. So for that I need to get the categories from our parents. So let's say that categories will be the categories that we destructured. So categories, now we can use those in our category grid, and for that we need to destructure these from the prop. So categories, and here inside that, first of all let's get the style. So category grid styles, and import that. And now inside of our this grid, we can now look through each of our categories. So categories dot map, and each of our item, for the each of our item we need to return. So for each of our item or for each of our category we need to return something. So for now let's return the, let's say that inside the h1 category, or in this case it will be item. So item dot title, and okay, categories, something like that, right? So now I should see 3. Okay, this category grid, whenever we are actually importing this category grid, here you can see that we are facing an error because this C should be capital. Now if I do that, I'm facing error here, and this should be fine. Now as you can see that I can see my 3h1, which is fine. As you can see that this 3h1, and now instead of having h1, I will actually render a component. So for that, let's go to our category folder and let's get a new file with the name of category item. So category item.js, and here inside that we need to create our item. So let's create RFCE first of all to create the category item, and let's use this in our category grid. So now inside our category grid, instead of this h1, I can use this category item, and we need to import that. So now whenever I will do, I can see only the category item text which is coming from our category item, as you can see. So in our category item we need the title, description, and the slug. So let's provide those from our grid. So in our grid, let's provide those. So I need the title. So first of all, let's add a key. So this is for our React. So item.id, and here after that the title will be the item.title, and also description will be the item.raw description. and also slug will be the item.slug. So that's it. Now we are actually providing all the information. Now in our category item we need to destructure all those. So here let's say that we need to get the title, and after that the description and also the slug. And here in our component, first of all let's get the style. So category item styles, and let's grab the style here. So as you can see that I'm getting the style from the styles category and category item styles. So now we can go to our category item. Inside that we can say the title, so we will use the title component and import that, and inside that as a child we can use the title. And okay, so looks good as you can see. And one more thing is class name will be the title, and fine as you can see. So after that a div with a class name of text. Inside that we need to have my portable text. So for the portable text, for now let's give it a ... I will get back to it in a moment. So after this div let's create a button, so which we already have, and here let's import it first of all. And here for our to we need to give it a path. So let's say that what will be the, so whenever we will click each of our category, it will go to the specific category page. So for that I can say categories slash, and here we need to use the slug.current, and now whenever I will click it will go to the specific category page. And for the button text I will use the explore category, and that's it. So now as you can see that explore category button here. So here instead of having this primary button I will have the outline button. So let's say that variant will be the we need to get the variant from the button types dot outline, and if I do I should see nice button as you can see. So fine, so this is it for our category styles, and now we need to work with our description. So if I console log our categories, and if you come here it is, as you can see, all the categories, means all the top categories, and inside that we have the raw description, id, slug and title. So if I open raw description, so it is not just normal text, it is a portable text. So what is portable text? So it is something like a JSON, inside that you can see all the arrays of objects, and you can see inside the objects you can see this is the type, this is the style, and if you go inside that you will see the children, and inside that you can see the actual text, and you can see the type of the text and all the other stuff. So this is not the normal text, this is the portable text where you will actually find all the style, all the marks you defined from the sanity, as you can see. So to render this portable text, in our project we need to use a package. So if I go to package.json inside the web, here I already installed this one. So here it is, portable text react. So that's the package that we are going to use. So let's use it to render our portable text. So for that let's create a new component in our components folder with the name of my portable text. So now inside this my portable text, so here in our portable text RFCE first of all, so here instead of returning this div we will return a portable text. So this portable text will be from the package that I showed you. So let's import it. So import portable text from, so we need to import this from the portable text /react. So that's it. If I save, and after that in our portable text we need to pass the value. So value, So for the value we can pass any kind of portable text. So here we will get the portable text. So here we will get the portable text from the parents. So we can destructure those as a value here, and we can use it as a value here. So that's the simplest way to set up it. And if I go to our top categories, if I go to our category item, instead of having these 3 dots, now we can use this portable text. So not portable text, this is my portable text. And if I import that, so now for the value we need to pass the raw description, right? So which is the description in this case. So if I do that, so as you can see that I can see my text is here, and if you notice, it is having the default style that we mentioned in our sanity. So for the first one, the virtual reality, if you can see in your if you can see here the portable text, so the first sentence, this one is actually bold, because in our portable text, if I come here, so this is the first sentence, and if I open that, so here you can see that this is the marks that used in this text, which is the strong. So that's why we can see this is bold, and the rest of the paragraph is actually normal style. So that means actually our portable text is actually rendered perfectly. But what we also can do is we can actually we can customize that. So let me show you. And so here in our portable text, we can actually define some components which will tell this portable text how to render the specific tags or a specific stuff. So let's do that. So here let's say that components will be so we need to pass the components, and let's say that my portable text components, and let's create it here. So constant my portable text components will be, so here inside that let's say that whenever there will be a normal block, so inside the block we have the normal. So whenever there will be a normal text, how we want to actually render it. So first of all, let's get the children. So children, so this is the normal value, I mean the normal text value, this children. And here let's say that whenever there will be a normal text, I want to show it inside the paragraph text component that we already have. So let's say that paragraph text. So this is the paragraph text that we already have. Here we need to say, and here we need to just pass the children. So that's it. So now it should be fine. As you can see that the style is changed. So now whenever there is a normal block, which is actually, as you can see that this is a normal style, and that's why this is actually rendered as a paragraph text component that we already have in our project. So isn't it awesome? So I really like that. Now we have nice style. So that's it, I think, for this video. I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, Khuda Hafiz.